9:01, can I have a roll call, please?
Supervisor, Hobbs.
Here.
Supervisor Stancil.
Here.
Supervisor Fitch.
Here. Okay, we're all here. I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All right, we are in the work session to discuss the budget amendment. Michelle, thank you for bringing this for yours.
You bet.
The reason why we pulled this together is because we're gonna be considering a budget amendment coming up. And I wanted the board to go over all the asks because there's been a lot of disruption the last nearly a year now. So I wanted to make sure that we were aware of what was being asked because we still don't have month end or year end done yet, and I'm concerned about cash balances. There were notes from the last year that I've been taking as things have come up, different departments, and things we wanna make sure we revisit with each department head, things that I think that we might have to do a budget amendment. The most significant one was emergency management, and Michelle sent you guys my note list. So you reached out to the department heads with that list, and you didn't get anything back?
I noticed some stuff as I was going through the budgets and I have questions on them.
Okay,
More about redirecting and why money was put in certain areas.
okay.
That's really it.
Alright, so do I need to send the board, a copy of the budget? The most recent one, I think is, one I have is a week old, so they can
Wait,
look
wait.
along with it with you.
I've just got specific, like mine and then the sheriff's department is all I have.
Okay, let me look, cause I think Laura sent me one a week ago. Let
And
me see
then
if I can
you
find
guys,
it.
you know, I gave you guys where you were, basically your budget expenditures worksheets. Not
With-
much has changed with yours. And then I know you got the budget from Laura.
Right, let me
Okay,
look for.
so I don't know what else
So
you were
this
wanting
is
to
ours,
have.
correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, but I don't
Which
have
is-
yours.
Which was sent by Heather or?
Oh, that one by Heather?
Well, no, that's the summary of my notes of what I wanted
That's
each department to look at, because I thought they might be short and we need to have a budget amendment. Ours, was that one you emailed to us, Michelle, the department one?
Yes, 01. Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
so I am going to email that.
I thought I sent
This was
everybody.
you sent this on November 24th, Department one.
Mhm.
November 24th at 10:28, Jess, is when she sent it to us. That's just Department one, that's not everybody. But let me. I'm gonna send you the full budget, ladies, so you have it. It's over a week old, cause the last one I have is the 24th, but this has all the departments, so you can.
And this was submitted by who? I mean, it came from each one of them?
What, no, the budget that I just sent you was our current expenditure
I haven't
budget,
got it
I
yet.
just sent it. Is our current entire budget, all departments, so if Michelle's gonna go over certain departments, I wanna make sure that we are looking at the same sheet. And then she sent us our own budget, an individual worksheet on the 24th as well, so, it's up to you how you guys wanna look at it, I just wanna make sure we're all looking at the same document. Okay, so, did you wanna go over, Mitch, where's Mitch?
He's on the
Yeah,
phone.
the
Hey.
sheriff said he'll be here in a few minutes.
Okay,
sorry.
so, one
Well,
of
ours
the,
comes up first, can we just do ours?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we can do ours.
I won't take off again, sorry, is that?
No, that's okay, I wanted to make sure you were here, cause I was gonna ask you a question.
Okay,
So, we'll go ahead and do Department one. So, Michelle, how did you, I know you and I have talked about this before, the two things that we wanted to move, we wanted to add a line item is for the Board of Supervisors, outside counsel. And then the other one is the open meeting, open records training that we're gonna have to have as a line item going forward. do you think that should be on a Department 1, or do you think that should be Department 99?
I think it should be paid out of, since it's elected officials, I think the township should pay out of the township. I think that, I brought yours here. So, I think it should be the department that it comes out of.
The
So
problem
the
is.
person is,
Okay.
so, go ahead.
I'm sorry, the problem is that some of our boards don't have, like,
Yeah.
departments.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering if it, for ease and clarity and maintenance, is to have a standing one just for these and have a catch-all for everybody to pull out of.
Okay,
I think, and you tell me, would that be easier for you guys to manage? So if we have, like, say for instance, our most recent training, we had 13 people show up in various different areas, and we got the bulk deal, but we didn't pay more than $200 for 13 people. So if we do that again, you're gonna have to figure it out, this goes here, this goes here. So I'm wondering if it might be easier just to do
out of Department 99.
yeah, what do you guys think?
I think you should do it out of one, Michelle. It'd be so hard to track it, all different ones, especially
Well,
townships. They won't even turn it in.
That's fine.
Well, the question is, are you okay with 99?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright. Okay, so then that means the amount, how much should we allow?
Well, we've used 200 and it isn't a frequent thing, and so if we can just, and usually it's $25 if you're taking it through IPIP, et cetera. So I don't think it's,
So like, we're
not,
gonna have.
not, I don't wanna minimize it, but it's
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah,
So,
I know,
that's the point.
yeah, so we're gonna have 2 new appointees just on the zoning and board of adjustment. So that's 2 right there, that's $50 right there, they're gonna have to take the training. And I don't,
Election coming
yeah, well,
Not till the primary,
Well,
or
that's
not
not
till,
the
not
next
till
one.
the,
not till
How about,
January of 2028, no,
so you've spent
2027.
$200, let's go 500.
great.
500?
Yeah.
500?
It'll just go back into the pot, I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
if
like
we
it's
don't
going
use
anywhere.
it just
Did
stay.
everybody get covered, or at least the bulk of?
Everybody who
Covered with
has
the
to
most
have it has
recent?
had it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we had a pretty good turnout, and we actually had some folks that didn't have to take it, still took it, which I think is good, so.
But I don't wanna pay for that going forward. I mean, if it's as a one-off,
Yeah, as a one-off, I mean, we can discuss that, I think, I'll let the board decide. I think it might be good for people to get brushed up on that, on what the rules are for open records and open meetings, regardless of.
Yeah, I mean, to me, if somebody wants to take it.
it's like somebody
even
from the
if they
roads
have-
department that wants to do it.
Well, no, they don't have boards, it would just be people that
Okay,
that
good.
are subject to
Okay,
open
I-
meeting.
thank you for
Yeah,
clarifying.
it would just be people that are on boards or commissions, or where they have meetings, public meetings.
They can go through Iowa State and take it too, just when, they can go through there and then just pay
Well,
that board.
Does Iowa,
Iowa State has, I took it through Iowa State,
okay, yeah, I think that one's $50
it
though.
was $50.
Yeah, so, we wanna make sure that at minimum, the people that are required to take it have it.
And it's an annual requirement?
No,
It's not, just once?
It's every,
and-
once in your,
it's just
Once.
once,
Okay.
so, but I.
unless they mandate it that there's changes.
Yeah, which could happen,
Right.
they could change it.
Okay, so we did Department 99 training for trading at 25, that's 25 each person we're paying, so we're doing it
So you.
For $500.
$500 is a standing, and then.
For a fiscal year 27,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna
So,
change
no,
the
wait a
budget
sec.
amendment
Wait.
to 200, or is it?
I think we should do more than 200, cause we've already.
So you wanna
spent
make
200.
fiscal year 26,
Yeah,
500?
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you.
so for fiscal 26 and 27,
that's the-
I think
in the
that's a
budget amendment.
standing.
Okay.
And I think in a year, we'll have a better idea of how much we use,
Okay,
so, because this is a relatively new thing that they're requiring, so.
right,
Okay, so, and then the other thing, we're gonna put the board of supervisors, outside counsel
Yep.
on that, and then.
So that will go under, 1,000, 9,000, 425, 01, legal and court-related services.
So your Department 99,
Nope,
No.
this is
This
gonna
is
take the
just-
15,000, oh, I'm sorry.
yeah,
go
this
ahead.
is
This is-
01, this is us.
This is us.
So you're doing outside counsel for, already you've spent 15. so-
Right, and so I'll do the additional, so that will make your line item, taking the 15,000 already spent, and the additional, you said 55?
Well, the 15, it already came out of the other one.
But it
already-
shouldn't have, it should have come out of yours, so we can move that.
No, it doesn't have, I mean, going forward, we have to do that, yeah, but outside counsel,
Don't you think it
because
should go where it, I mean, don't you think it should go under there?
I think we just leave it going forward, we do that.
Okay,
Because we wanna make sure, cause keep in mind, the other Allers, I think, would come out of there too, would it not? For the other issue,
what other issue?
the other meeting we had, the other closed meeting we had,
Are we talking about the construction?
yes.
Okay, all right, so, well, I don't know, why would that?
Because that would be initiated by the board if we
Okay.
do something.
But Zaller's representing us on that, I don't know.
They are the ones that were in the meeting, it
No, I'm
wasn't,
saying that I'm not sure, I would wanna look back and see the other times we
previous stuff.
hired
Oh,
for that.
okay.
See, to me, what you guys are doing with your consulting attorneys is different than hiring somebody from a litigation point of beginning to end. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
In the past, we've always
Oh,
gone
I
to
see
the
what
county
you're saying. I
attorney,
see what you're
said,
saying.
hey, we have a problem, he's like, oh, I can't handle that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give you Galway, or I'm gonna give you
Okay, I see
Hopkins
what
and
you're saying.
Huebner.
Okay, okay, so.
So does
when-
that change your ask then?
No, well, no.
Cause you were anticipating 55,000 additional dollars, so
For
making the total for
everything.
70,000.
70,000.
If you
Well,
take
you
the
already have
15 you've already
15,
spent.
and then you've got 55
Oh, I
more.
see what you're saying, okay, okay. I don't know if we've split, we really, in our last meeting, we really didn't discuss splitting, it was an all encompassing amount, but you have a good point.
I think you
I
need to
suppose it's
keep-
6 of one, half dozen other, I mean, it
I
comes
think
out of the
Bowles
same
needs
pot.
to come out of yours.
We'll do your recommendation, was 70?
Well, my recommendation is you take the 55,000 and you, add the 150804, and for the separate attorney
Mhm.
BOS, I can remove the
So basically
description.
shift it from that line to.
That way it's
So the
more
total then
accurate.
is, okay, alright.
And you can
okay.
line item shift that to us.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
okay,
absolutely.
yeah, that's fine.
And it
The
should come
five
out of
was-
ours.
The 5 was for the inspector and the engineer to come back, so
Yeah.
that's okay to categorize it same because it's potential.
So what we would do, so are they coming back again?
Yes.
The
No, well,
inspectors
they are
coming
gonna
back?
be, meeting with,
Brad?
no
Oh.
attorney, just, Reimbursed, OPN, me, and the inspector and his engineer are gonna do a walkthrough, they're gonna go over what was found first.
Okay,
And
now
then-
that's gonna exceed the 10,000, do you wanna do a budget
No, this
amendment for that?
is,
That's what I'm
that's-
talking about,
that's
the
what she's talking
5,
about.
that's
She
what
put
we just
5 on
talked
top
about
of the
last
10.
week.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the 5 is for.
Okay, so the 5,000 is gonna be the inspector, that stays there
On the Department 99.
on 99,
Okay.
okay? And then, so you guys, my question to you is, do you want your total number for your legal and court-related services to be $50,000 or 70? I think it needs to be 70.
It has to be,
Because I'm gonna
because-
move the other monies.
It has to be
Yeah.
70, cause you're moving the 5, the 55, and the 15 something already spent.
From the other line item in Department
Right.
99.
So you're gonna go
Okay.
70,000 into
That just
us.
seems cleaner from an accounting perspective to
Okay,
me.
that's fine, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I
Anything
think,
else? I
the-
didn't see anything, you're right on budget for everything else.
Yeah, so the training that we have already done with Allers, have we already done, have we already paid a one on that already, claim?
I don't know.
Okay. Cause I think they did send an invoice, I'll have to check and make sure I sent it to Laura.
Well, I'm sure
But-
they did.
Yeah, but I don't know if they sent it directly to Laura, they sent it to me, I'll have to look. Did we, wanna wait to pay that until the budget amendment, or do we wanna just pull the money out?
I think we should, if it's all right with everybody and none of the vendors in play are not starving to death, I think we should get due process.
Okay,
And I do wanna go on record to say I am apologizing that my, budget hearing notice did not include the DOM form, but I wouldn't have had it done anyway because of this meeting, so I apologize, that is my bad.
well,
Accepted.
everybody's learning, so, it happens. Okay, so, but that just gives us more time to make sure it's
Right?
done correctly and we have all our numbers, so, I'm not opposed to the extra time.
Okay?
Okay, so the reason why I asked that is cause I'm looking at, the supervisor education and training. I know normally we use that for ISAC,
Mhm.
but that ISAC is, that's several months away for that, conference.
In January?
Is in January. I just wanted to make sure that if we had to, we could, if the board's okay, we could pay that open records, open meeting hours training out of ours, cause we have the funds.
Oh, you guys aren't going to ISAC conferences?
I would like to go to ISAC, but I just, to your point, if Allers is not starving and they can wait to be paid that $200
Two
until.
weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
333, did we go to that? We used 333, did anybody go?
I went to ISAC earlier this year.
330.
Was that a part of the last year, the
So you
25
went-
though?
that-
No,
that
that
would've
was
been
last
last
year,
year's,
Diane.
yeah.
That was
Yeah, I know,
24,
so you
25.
went, so,
So we haven't used anything of fiscal 26 yet, we've only used $104.
I've got mileage for education, but it was August 12th for $103. I don't know what that was.
That was that for me?
We're
Can't tell.
working on general ledger narratives, cause it's
Okay.
gonna make my life a lot easier going forward.
So you can, yeah.
So, you know,
trace it
this
back.
is
And that might have been for my emergency management conference,
disaster training,
yes.
$84.
Well, that was mine for the disaster training.
Okay, cause then I had 72 miles, that's probably needs to be removed.
Well, Diane went to that too, so she probably had two, did you do mileage for that event?
I might not have, I don't always.
Alright.
Okay, so, I'm planning on going to ISAC, cause I haven't been in, I think, almost 2 years. Because I wanna make sure you had a chance to do it. Have you been in a while? You haven't been in a while, have you?
I went,
If
yeah.
that's a 2-day training, usually it's about, what, $275?
And sometimes I only take the,
You've
I
gotta
take
have
the day with the most
$104
stuff
in
on
there.
it. Some of it I don't care.
You've used 104, you've got 750.
Oh, well, we can go then,
Yeah, I'd say usually
Yeah.
there are a couple, maybe
Okay.
$200.
so we'll leave it.
As long as you don't spend it on.
So, yeah, but if all three of us go, that's gonna be over that,
Oh, well, we'll figure it out.
so.
I think you guys had a dialogue, previously about you guys each pick one throughout the year and then bring back the information.
Well, there's the spring one, there's the fall
Fall.
one, and then they have the supervisor one, which is a day. I like to go to the supervisor.
That might not
All right,
be
you take the
$200,
supervisor.
that
Well,
might
that's
be.
usually like $80
Perfect.
usually, so, I'm
All right,
sorry.
then we'll split them up, we'll each
Okay.
take one.
Okay.
Michelle, now that we're doing budgets on mileage, I've always run ballots, Rick and I, and you guys paid me mileage, so I won't claim mileage.
We pay that out of our.
I know, but
Okay.
Out of this.
I've always done it for free, so I won't claim mileage for CCOG. So it's just my nice thing to do.
Okay.
Okay.
So
thank you.
you can take me off that, yeah.
Okay, and, so you've already created a line item for the what was the accounting code for the, outside counsel?
425.
Okay, right, thank you. Okay, so, any other questions on the supervisor one?
No,
Anything we
it's
can
the
think of?
same, most of it's just hard cost.
Okay, yeah, ours is probably the smallest
How
one.
are we looking like office supplies and all that, cause I know I had to
Oh,
buy
can
some
I
of
mention
those.
something too? Please don't be shocked when you walk in your office.
I'm already shocked, I walked in.
What
Okay.
happened?
Well, we're clearing out the vault,
Okay.
so we're we're not gonna leave it like that, I promise, okay? It's just like.
Supervisor office is now storage.
I promise it's not going to be.
Okay.
I mean, it's like I said, but I didn't want our Diet Coke to get cold.
That's
We
important.
can't freeze it in the windows anymore like we used to.
Exactly. Okay, so there you go.
Okay.
But I want you to know that I thought about a memo, I'm like, well, wait, they're just gonna see it.
I
Walk in
didn't
right
like
in.
Okay, I think we would have figured it out,
Yeah,
so,
so we're striking while the iron is hot, while we
Okay.
can get the vendors here.
okay.
All right, so back to.
Oh, office supplies, she
Yeah.
said,
That's what made you think of it.
Yeah,
I
how
have
did you-
tons of stuff if you need it, I just brought stuff. If you need office supplies, ask, there's some in the drawers, dig around in those drawers, there's lots of tablets,
And we get, that's one of the reasons why the ISAC conferences, I
get
load
all
up
your
on all of them.
pens,
Pens
Yeah.
and,
Oh, I get every free pen
Post-its
I
and-
can out there, trust
Yeah.
me.
but
But
I'll,
there's something you need, Liz, so.
yeah, cause I.
but yeah, it
have
is,
stuff.
we are a little over budget on that, so.
Well, my stapler quit working, I just had
I
an
think-
extra from home.
I think
brought
there's
that.
one
I think
underneath
you
there.
should get a stapler.
There's an extra one.
I do
in there.
Yeah,
borrow one.
you keep stealing my stapler,
I try to put it back, but I know
so can we
yeah,
get her
I
a
know.
stapler?
No, I have an extra one from home, I bring it on that. But I'm
There's
gonna
one
do
in
some
that,
notepads.
in that little
Okay.
cubby, Jess. I can put
There
it
is
on
an
your
extra
desk.
one down there?
Yeah, I think there's
Okay.
an, I'll find one for you.
But yeah, notepads, that would be nice to have notepads.
There's a ton of notepads, you have to look in the drawers.
And remember, in there is the red minute book, I mean, that's your big book, that's your big number. So-
Oh, okay.
So my guess is,
Oh, that's right,
that's
he had to
mis-
buy a new one,
but
didn't
that's miscoded.
Okay.
Just so you know,
Okay,
we'll get it fixed.
okay. Cause I remember us talking about that, cause he said earlier this year that he needed a new book.
That goes into a different.
Okay,
number,
that's
though.
fine, that's fine.
So I don't
Probably
know
figured
that
it was
it's-
supervisor because it was the
Well, it is a supervisor, but it goes into board
board clerk stuff.
proceedings.
Ah, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Well, yeah, and I'm just looking, again, back to the office supplies, general county management, that line item, we're over,
Where are you at?
let's see.
She's
page-
down on 9,401 near the bottom. General county management, official publishing and legal, is that what you're talking
No,
about?
right above it, office supplies, we had 100 amended, and now we're sitting at 336.
That's what I'm talking.
Well, that's what she was talking about, miscoded, the
Okay.
red board clerk, the clerk.
See,
That'll come
that,
off of there then.
that'll come off.
Okay.
That's that fancy book where I have to sign a special paper
Mhm.
for the minutes that Lance has me do.
Okay.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
Okay, moving on to Department 2, the Auditor Department, that's what you just gave us here.
Yep.
Okay,
So I wanted to try and get my arms around why it looked like it did, and, I figured it out, is that, so you'll see what the current year, 26, take the number 5 off, that's a typo. That's what is gonna show on those budget expenditure worksheets. The correct amount, based on what's actually in play, a lot of that's the amendments I spoke of in some of my meetings. So I've adjusted that number to reflect what's been approved. So that's Laura and I.
okay,
Does
so
that
we,
make sense?
okay.
So the white
we-
at the top is that corrected amount, you're 5,834 or more, because you corrected it.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
That's
So-
her raise,
Got it.
Oh,
approved in July.
okay, so we have what was budgeted, and then the corrected amount is what's been spent?
No, that's what it should be based on the budget.
Ah, okay, okay,
So you can see here that they budgeted under the second deputy and the auditor clerk, they budgeted $20,353. That isn't even Lance's salary.
well, just to give you some background, these are notes from, in the system from before Teri, so Shelley, and when the budget was done, no one can figure out how to change those notes. So,
Well, that's okay,
Yeah.
because, even if it's just one person.
yeah.
So the point is that as I as I'm looking through the budget notes from Teri, the ones I did find, that looks like that's 1 second deputy and 1 clerk, and that's the 1040 hours per year at the current wages that was increased when we hired them, in July,
Okay.
okay?
So she kinda restructured a little bit,
I did,
and,
I can't, I don't.
well, Teri did before you, and then you're trying to
Just trying
to
to-
make sure the
We're
line
not-
items
We're not
match
at
it.
80% of our budget, I mean,
Okay.
that's the, you see how, I'm never gonna win at $20,000.
No.
No,
Okay.
and when I looked at your budget, I looked at the total, I'm not looking line by line, cause I know things can be moved around, cause Shelley did that too.
Yep.
Well,
So, within the funds, you're
Okay.
limited, but I
So,
understand that, so.
Again, so does that get us through those first 2 lines, and please understand why I had to put somebody somewhere.
You had to, yeah,
So I
I get it.
understand.
you're trying to make it accurate.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And we should be at 42% based on, uh, 5 months.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
does that make
timing of
sense?
where we're at.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So you can see we're at 28%. If we get it to the right number of the wages that were supposed to come out of that line item, and fulfilling those 2 salaries will bring us to 28%.
okay, so you
So
moved
that's-
stuff, okay. Let's see.
Okay, so the second deputy, that is
Let's call that
Lance?
MAC.
Lance and
MAC and
Mac.
Lance.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
So now we go down to and then the IBERs and the FICA are actual they're formulas.
Mhm.
Office supplies, so I'm correcting these amounts, by where we are. So that we need $500 more to get us to so we're not over budget.
Where's your office supply? Oh, election supplies?
Nope, that
That's
would be right under
on-
IBER's county contribution.
Yeah, that's on,
Oh, got it, alright.
Yep, and a lot of these are just brought to where we are to date.
Oh, so you just needed to put 500 more in, okay.
Okay, so then we need to so we should be done with employee mileage and travel, because we've got all of our conferences in we're gonna do. We've got all of our running around for elections done, so that brings us to 100% on that.
but 100%, but we still need to do a budget amendment, cause we're over.
You see what that green column is?
Yeah.
That's the budget amendment.
Okay,
That'll get us to where we should be very happy with what that looks like, so,
Okay.
I don't know, I'm happy. Anyway, so I did we are at currently, at $5,800 for training, and that was the $4,000 paid solutions to come in here in July.
okay,
That's where we're at, and so I have to increase, and that gets us to 100%. I did actually though add another $1,000 because of bringing on, I think we're gonna need that to get us through the end of the year, as far as additional work from solutions.
so which line are you looking at here?
Okay, that would be the $500 that was budgeted. We're currently I have that number too.
I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong section, that's my
So
fault.
your
we
corrected
budgeted
amount is the
$500.
5834, correct?
Yes,
You need
Okay.
800, okay.
that's what we need to get through the year,
Okay, yeah,
okay?
okay, yep.
Okay, so did everybody good on that?
Yeah.
Okay, that brings that total area, the general basic totals, to 47,734.37, okay? Then we get down to what happened in the elections administration. Somehow, it was budgeted 127,120, which is way more than what we need for that. That's the elections deputy and the second part-time, second deputy.
Okay,
So yeah, I mean, and I double-checked this with Laura, so,
So your corrected amount is the 98.
yeah, that should be what that
So
should have
that's
been
a
all.
28 plus for us, okay.
So that will give us a credit back there,
Yeah.
should be, but now I've had to allow for overtime.
So,
That
and the
we've had to
overtime
work.
comes from the election.
Yeah, that I can't recoup. And if you just bear with me and we'll get to the bottom, I've got some good news.
Now, this new equipment, is that,
Okay, yeah, can we,
Wait, before you
Yeah,
move
before
on.
we go down there,
Yeah, before you move on, so you can't recoup the cost for the election when it's like city school?
salaries, I can't salaries,
Thank you for the
no
clarification.
worries, no worries. Okay, so then of course, the next is the IPERS and the FICA,
Okay.
okay? The next would be, I was, $1,500 gets us to 100%. So we spent $3,500. And now, those are absentee envelopes, and that was a big ticket item, but that should get us through the primary. What it won't do is we may do a follow-up amendment cause we have not done an inventory of like paper rolls for the equipment and just miscellaneous stuff. It won't be more than $500 to $1,000, but I thought we would have time if we needed it to put it into the next spring budget
yeah,
amendment.
makes sense, cause you don't know what you'll find,
I don't,
Yeah.
honestly. We're kind of,
cleaning.
we're operating on fumes right now. So, the education and training, for me, oh, I'm sorry, let me correct this. That's where I put the additional $1,000 in, was for me to go and, just if I could do some one-on-one time with solutions, especially with TIF. So that will get us there.
So you've upped it $600?
Okay, so let me look and see. We are year to date. That's okay, no worries.
That's what it looks like.
No, well. Okay, we are at, sorry. That's 422. Okay, so election administration's education and training, I put $600 for the auditor and second deputy training. Because we'll need to do seat training and seat 2 training to get me where I need to be actually the commissioner of elections. So we are currently at $650, and I'd like to bring us to a total.
Currently it's $750.
Yeah, currently, well, our amended original is $750, we've spent $650,
Okay.
and I'd like to get to the total of $1,350.
So you're gonna amend it $600 up?
Yes, that's
Okay.
exactly right.
Okay.
I hope this was organized well for you.
Yeah, it was
No,
very
it's
organized.
fine, yeah.
I do
Okay.
have, just to mention to you, the reason why that amount was 127 is because they, Teri budgeted 29 hours for MAC, not 20. So, that's why it's higher, is because she wanted to give her more hours, because again, she knew there'd be a need. So if we're only gonna budget 20 hours, that's why.
That's exactly right.
Okay, so,
This is my budget.
okay, so, but just know that when she was hired, it was 29 hours, is what it was budgeted at the time. So, so we're cutting her hours to 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then we go down to, we're at $30,000 for the office equipment maintenance, which is the printer machine for the dyno. And then, as a part of this, I have a meeting at 10:30 today with Atkins for new election equipment. And they are gonna finance it at, for 3 years for 0%.
Wow.
That's great. Were they able to, and maybe you and I can talk about this later, one of the issues I had
It's
with.
not end of life.
It's
so
not end of
all,
life.
all of those things
So are
that you
they-
were
All
upset
that,
about.
so there's new equipment now, so they're
Exactly, it's
not-
brand new equipment, we're not retrofitting, they're called, they're new scanners and new tablets, so.
Cause when we talked about it, it was last year? It was, the equipment they had was end of life at that last year.
It's not.
The operating system was. supplies.
It's not.
So if they have updated it, that's awesome. Is there a way I can get that information so I can look at the operating system?
If you don't believe me,
No, it's not that I don't believe you, it's just, I'm kinda techie, and I'd like to see what operating system they use.
sure, I'll give you a copy of the bid.
A lot of citizens are real curious about the election equipment too, and have concerns.
I don't blame them one bit.
So the scanners, there's gonna be new scanners and tablets.
All new equipment.
Is there any other equipment that we're gonna need to look longer term on? I mean,
Nope.
I guess I'm shell shocked in a good way that it's only 39 grand. I expected it to be much higher than
No,
that.
What?
it's,
No, it's
it's 94,000,
Where are you at?
94,000,
926.
926
Oh, over 3 years,
over 3
yeah.
So it's
years.
almost
But even-
95,000.
Even that's taking care of upgrading anything that's aged, degrading that needs to be.
Yep, absolutely.
So the tabulator, the
The
laptops.
tabulator, the OVIs and the
OVI.
OVOs will all be replaced.
Okay.
But what I did do is scale back to the, the tablets are the ones that they're ADA usable. And.
But this is 14,000 more than what, if we'd have done it when we were asked to.
No, it was.
You know, guys, I don't really,
$100,000.
you know what, all of this going backwards is kind of,
Yeah,
it's
let's go,
wearing on
move
me.
on.
So
So-
please,
Move on.
can we stop?
So we, so yeah, the concern was not, my concern was from a technical standpoint, cause when you have operating systems that are end of life.
Again, we're going backwards,
I understand
okay?
that. No, I'm.
We really are,
I'm
because I've got all of your emails, I
Michelle,
wanna get through this meeting.
I understand.
Without throwing anybody under
I'm
the bus.
not trying to throw anybody under the bus, I'm talking about the vendor, I'm not talking about anybody else.
Well, the vendor's a
The vendor could not
very
provide.
good vendor.
I understand that, but if the operating system they provided was end of life, if they're saying their new equipment is not end of life, that's great. But we're gonna revisit this conversation if I have those technical specs and it's end of life, I'd be concerned about that,
Okay.
so.
Well, and I do have citizens reach out to me fairly regularly and asking me, what kind of software do you use for the elections? What kind of this, what kind of that?
They're counters, they're not, they don't hook up to a computer, they're just a counter, a tabulator.
They're independent.
And they get really confused by that. You can't read it, you just plug them in and they count.
Well, there's an operating system. to
Yeah, but
it.
it's not hooked up.
That's what
into
cal-
the
And no
That's what-
connection to Dominion
Nope.
software?
Nope.
No, it's not
No.
Dominion. It's not
Nope,
Dominion.
absolutely,
It's
and again, it's an isolated,
Standalone little
standalone,
piece of equipment.
and again, I've gone over this ad nauseum with the Secretary of State, because I knew we were gonna get these questions.
Mhm.
I knew there was concerns, and I needed to make sure I understood, exactly that I'm not, and I do have a diagram of all of the counties in Iowa that, it's a lot. I think there's only 6
That don't use
that don't
this.
have updated equipment, and we're one of them, so, yeah.
Well, I
so-
guess I'm pleasantly surprised,
Thank you.
and
Thank
so
you.
thank you for following up on that. I think it's great. We're gonna get it updated and
That'd be
get
great.
it addressed.
Okay, guys, so that's that brings us to
Alright.
that, anything else? Okay, so then we go down to what me is very, it's everything we spent, we just have to adjust the budget to $27,544, which includes all of the special election, all of the city and school, and we should be getting back approximately $21,000 to offset that on the revenue side. That's what we can bill back for city and
How
school.
much revenue? 21?
21,000 is the estimate.
Well, that should already been built into our revenue when we did our budget, our fiscal 26 budget, that revenue is already built in. So that's
Okay.
not additional revenue, that's revenue we already accounted for.
Well, but
We did
Heather,
budget.
have you seen the revenue sheet? I haven't.
No, we don't have a revenue.
Well, but what I'm saying is,
And
when we
again,
did, when we
We
did the.
didn't budget for any of this, so what makes you think we budgeted for the income side?
But what I'm saying is, when we approved the budget back in April, the revenues were part of that.
Right, but
So we can't add as if it's an additional revenue, because it's revenue that's already.
I'm not adding that in there, I have to double check. But my guess
She's
is
just
we
projecting it.
didn't put revenue in.
Okay.
She just said
Does that make
forecasting.
sense?
Well, but what I'm saying is, we can't net, like, we subtract it from the total, because that's already accounted for in fiscal 26. twenty-six, or it should have been
Maybe,
accounted for,
maybe.
because it's twenty-six.
So if it isn't, then no, you're right, you're
Yeah.
absolutely right, I'm not gonna
So-
create,
Potentially, so the 78 grand add potentially is gonna be offset by 21 grand that we're gonna get back.
that's,
Is that
and
what
that
we're-
includes 31,000 for new election equipment, so
Okay.
that's pretty good.
Okay, so, and that's fine, I'm glad about the electric, but the thing is, I just wanna be cautious, we cannot assume that, cause part of the budget process we did in April, it has expenditures report to the DOM, we have revenues that report to the DOM. So, we can't assume that that is gonna be in here.
Assume what's gonna be in
That
there.
we get, that the 21,000 is another 21,000 in revenue we're gonna get if we've already
coming back.
accounted for it, cause otherwise we're double dipping. So, but set that aside, so your ask total,
Will be
budget amendment,
$78,675.
Okay,
That's what you wanna put in
So-
the budget.
so, but this, will bring you, this includes the cost of the current
Thank
vacant,
you.
second deputy,
Yes.
correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
It does.
So, the only concern I have, and I do wanna get this election equipment addressed once I give all that information, is we still don't have year end, we still don't have month end, I don't know what our
You
cash
do realize
balance.
we may not have that.
I understand that, but we don't, our cash, I don't, what our cash balances are, I'm worried about that,
Well,
Michelle.
but you're only worried about it with my spending.
No, I'm not, I wanna look at everybody's.
So then let's
budget.
take away some of the things you wanna do.
Yeah.
But Diane, but this is, we don't currently have somebody right now, you're cutting.
We currently are underwater right now. We are struggling to get our department back on
You have
track.
the same amount of people that
That's-
Teri
I
had,
don't
that
think-
Matt
They have no
had, that
experience.
Shelley had.
But you don't understand. You're, again, I can't, I'm sorry, Jess, I can't explain it any differently than
No,
this. I'm sorry.
If she's got it in her budget, we need to,
Well, it'll be in her budget if we do submit it.
yeah.
We can't keep her from
So
doing
we need to-
I'm
business.
not keeping her from doing business, Diane, I am concerned about our budget and our cash
But you're spending
balances.
$70,000 on
We
outside
haven't
counsel.
spent anything.
Well, you're putting it in there. She needs a person, she has to do business.
She has the same amount of people that Shelley.
None of them
has.
have any experience. They're all new.
They're not my
And you know,
hires.
and you know what? What?
Okay.
They're not my hires.
What does that have to do with anything? Emily was in Terry's hire, and she kept her on until she resigned,
She was amazing.
and I wish she would have stayed.
Okay,
Because
so,
that would've
so again, just get it all off your chest and then we'll move on to the next. 'cause I got until about
My concern is
10:15.
that you're cutting hours of somebody that was hired for 29, you're cutting her hours to make your budget. And we have a vacancy right now, not just your office, there's other offices that have vacancies too. And we're increasing your budget to do that. I don't wanna let people go, I'm a little uncomfortable that we're cutting hours of an existing employee in order to make your budget.
But you understand that the net difference between 29 hours and 40 hours is enough to make a difference.
Okay, we also talked about that software to make payroll more efficient and take less time.
Oh.
You didn't wanna do that.
So
That
that's,
costs a lot less
that's the
money.
reason.
No, that's not I am talking about all different ways to make things more efficient, not
I
only. for
want you to
the
let me
office.
be the auditor and let me run my department.
We are in
I
charge
have
of
a-
the budget.
Well, I
wanna
understand.
I'm
talk
in charge of
about
her
that.
office.
I know that,
Let her do her job.
Let me do my job.
And you know what,
And you
Michelle?
need to trust my judgment that I am not trying to overspend. I am working a lot of
Help me
hours.
understand then why you don't want a software to free up an extra 10 hours to your existing employees, why don't
It
you want
doesn't
that?
have the support of the staff. It doesn't, and it's one more egg in Solutions basket,
Okay,
you know? And
No.
I'm not happy right now. And I'm not gonna go any farther with that conversation. So you need to trust me that I am not asking for the moon here. I am asking to bring in what was intended all along.
what was intended was you are cutting existing staff hours, what they were hired for, they were
Do you
hired
think
for
there might be
29
something
hours.
else at play here
Yeah.
that I can't talk about openly? That is none of your business?
I just don't want another lawsuit.
Oh,
Okay, guys, that's,
We've gotten complaints.
Okay.
yeah, we are getting
So-
lots of complaints.
Lots of complaints.
So.
alright, can we move on to
So
the
the
next
net-
department?
The net change, amended amount, 78 grand,
Thank
and
you.
that'll cover the position that you need.
Mhm.
Yes,
To
and that
fill.
will help her
It will.
get this cleaned up.
And we don't know when we're gonna be able to get our reconciliations and know where we're at.
My thought is just, the money is still coming in, it's still there,
Mhm.
it's just not in solutions.
We're not in emergent need
We
with
are not.
cash flow.
And if you
Well,
look
I
at
don't
our,
know what
ed-
cash
fund,
flow is.
our
Do we
fund,
have that?
We're okay.
our fund
I don't
balance
know.
is
I haven't
above
seen-
water.
I
Fine,
haven't
we're
seen
very
anything.
She said we're okay, trust
I don't know.
her.
Because
I would
we-
like to, Diane,
We
But
did.
they don't have it ready, Heather.
Diane, the board is in charge of the budget.
I understand
I'm
that.
asking a question from our auditors to
So
see
we-
our cash balance. I have yet to see our cash balance.
She told you 3 times, they're not ready.
We should know what's in our bank account. Do we know?
So we have the reassurance from Michelle that we're okay with cash flow.
We are,
And that, this is what she needs to be able to fill the position, make the other changes, and upgrade our election equipment.
When we
Correct.
order, if we approve this, will we get the election equipment in time for the primary?
absolutely.
Okay,
That'll be.
I've got a meeting with them at 10:30 and they
Okay.
guaranteed that,
okay.
Okay.
just so you know.
So, you feel comfortable that we have the funds to cover this, so we can add this, then
Absolutely.
go ahead and bring it back to the
Yes.
agenda for Tuesday's meeting.
I would love that.
Okay.
I would
Okay,
love that.
so-
Can you please have that added?
It-
So we
I
can
will.
get it addressed?
I will,
Okay.
it's, yep, I've got it,
So-
and so, yeah, I wasn't suggesting adding it now, but it's ready to go, it's been ready.
That's why
So
I was
we'll have
trying
it
to
on the
clarify.
Tuesday meeting for your amendment.
Okay, so,
And, yeah,
anything else on here that needs?
guys, I have dissected my general ledger, I have gone down into the nitty-gritty, you are getting my best effort right there.
Okay. Is there any place that you can see in the future that we can lower costs for your office?
We'll let her get her sea legs and she'll figure out ways.
Any
So if we're
indication?
talking about, yes,
Sure.
yes, do I have to disclose that now?
No, I
You have
just,
some
I
ideas.
I have significant ideas.
some ideas.
But
on how
again,
to
I
do that.
really have to get to where I'm operating.
Yes, yes.
And-
It's
and
just know
please
that I'm
also-
uncomfortable because our previous auditors were excoriated for not getting things done with the same amount of staff. And whenever they asked for more staff, they were browbeaten for it by the public, and we had someone that voted against it. So I wanna make sure that if we do this,
Mhm.
we did not treat our previous auditor fairly about it, and you're asking for something different.
Again, I don't know how many times I can ask you, please, I'm trying to go forward.
I'm trying to go forward too, but I
It
don't wanna be
doesn't sound like
revisiting,
We'll
it.
I
stop
don't wanna be.
comparing her to the backup people.
Big-
the
What
other
do you mean
people.
backup
The
people?
other people, I said.
We had members of the public that
Let's move
basically,
on. Let's
basically
move on.
excoriated people. We've been through all this stuff for the whole year, Diane, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
And we're asking for the
yeah.
same thing our previous auditors asked for. We now have our current auditor asking for it. You had a problem when the previous auditor asked for it. She asked for the same exact thing, and it's okay.
Okay, so.
Let's move on. So what
we-
else do we need to do today? We don't have any
Is
other
there
budgets
anything else
ready.
in regard to this?
No.
Not on
no.
hers. Didn't you say we had one with the
The
sheriff?
sheriff, yeah, and I don't know if you can recall or help me with this, but it appears, and this is just a question, is, and now I've fussed around with my papers all over the place.
Sheriff Barnes, you're here. Did you get my email that I forwarded by
I did not
chance?
today, no, I have not.
Last night.
I have not.
Well, there was an inquiry,
Should we talk about, is it a budget issue?
it's a budget issue.
Okay.
Okay, so, do you wanna go with him first, or,
I'm sorry, were you gonna do something else
well,
first?
with the sheriff?
Yeah.
Because again, I noticed that, so if you look at, and you guys can see, in the uniform patrol salary, under 1,000, there's 351,353 budgeted. Well, there's never been anything paid out of that line.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
So
Is it
we need to
going out?
move, we need to do it, as a part of the budget amendment, we need to move it into 11,000.
Okay.
Is there a reason why it wasn't pulled out of that? Was it pulled out of,
It shouldn't be there, it's never been there. It's never been there for the last 2 years. It's always come out of, rural basic. And rural basic is for, because the sheriff's department benefits
Mhm.
predominantly rural residents, so that's why it's there. And I'm not sure,
I'm
I'm not,
wondering if there was a miskey of the.
yeah, could be.
Because it came out, I'm looking back on the history here, it came out of that fund in
22, 23.
22, 23.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering.
But I don't think that's correct. I don't know where that.
It could be, I'm going by memory with Shelley here. I think it depends on where our fund balances were.
Okay.
And she moved things around.
She's really good at that.
She was.
So, that could be why
I'm
that
not good at
particular
that.
year it was there. Yeah,
You'll get good at it.
I think that might have been why.
Okay.
And then and then the last 2 years, we had better fund balances in that fund. I don't know, but
Well, I will check with Dom and Carla Becker,
if you think it'd be better out of the other fund.
well, it's where we budget, it's where we're taking it out of, is my,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
actually coming out of, we're at 83% on,
Now, we wanna make
year-to-date.
sure though, that we don't go over, is that rural basic?
yeah.
We wanna make sure we don't go over the maximum allowed for rural basic. Have we checked that? The percentage?
Well, it's at 83%, so we're bringing.
No, I'm talking about the maximum allowed
Oh.
under code.
Okay.
Cause remember, we have those maximum levies. We've already done the levy, I don't know if it matters now, but maybe ask the question to Dom.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I don't wanna go over that percentage maximum that we're allowed under that levy.
Okay.
But other than
That's the
that.
only thing I had for sheriffs, and then you covered a great deal in your, I'll be doing that.
On my notes I sent you.
Mhm.
So Mitch,
Yeah,
Well, before we move on, so
Oh,
I
sure, yeah.
had something, Sheriff Barnes, I got an inquiry last night. When are the BOS going to inform the taxpayers they need to build a new county jail because the present one is falling apart? So I wanted to get your thoughts on that. I wasn't aware of any major
No.
problems with your building, but
No.
I'll defer to you to let me know what you need.
we have an outstanding building, we're fine.
Okay.
We're absolutely fine.
I've been in your jail
If we
numerous
were-
times.
If we were at capacity in our jail month after month after month, and you guys are spending thousands of dollars housing inmates in other counties, okay, we can have that discussion. We're not there, we're nowhere near that.
The infrastructure, the roofing, structurally you're okay, your HVAC, all that
Yes,
good
yes,
stuff.
it's just maintenance stuff that we deal with every year.
And you're gonna get some room eventually when the
City
Winterset
will-
Police
city will
Department
eventually
moves.
move out, that's gonna open up more office space. I would say office space is our biggest issue, but keep in mind, when we go to work, we're in our cars, we're not at the office.
Yeah.
It's not like all 20 of us are there at the same time.
Yeah,
No, our building's fine, absolutely
Okay.
fine.
okay, thank
So-
you for confirming that.
You try to bond for a jail, people.
I'm serious.
I'm like, wait a minute, what am I missing here?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the building?
Maybe he just got out and didn't like it.
I don't remember what year it was, it might have been 21 or 22, I actually met with the sheriff and,
Rumor.
I forget which, do you remember who we met with, Jason, when we met a few years ago about jail?
About who?
A new jail, we were talking about capacity, I can't remember which company was that?
Oh, we don't.
There was some company, there was some engineering company.
Yeah, we actually talked about that because when I was first elected, people mentioned the same exact thing to me. So I met with Sheriff Barnes and them to kind of go over, did a walkthrough and looked at it, and yes, it doesn't seem the residency has changed that much since then. But yeah, it is an old jail, but that's something maybe in the future, and that's one of the reasons why we still have that land there, because we've gotten offers on that. McDonald's actually offered to purchase that piece of land next to the
That's
jail.
jail ground
Which
though.
direction, to the west?
North.
Or to the north?
But that's all fill in there.
But they wanted to purchase it, and at the time, the board at the time said no, because if we ever have to do a new jail, we would need that land.
Mhm.
So, I'm hoping we don't need to expand our jail.
Yeah, you guys are in good shape. I would not worry about the jail or the building at all.
Okay.
Well, I know we've talked about, potentially moving Mitch over nearer to you
Yep.
in elderly services, that would require some updating, but shoot, maybe he could move into your building?
Yeah.
if you have extra office space in the future,
Especially if the city moves out, yes, there'll be absolutely.
Yeah, but
something to
that could be-
consider.
That could be 3 years, couldn't it?
It could be,
If
I'm
they-
just
they're
trying to
short.
think
That's a very
forward.
good forward thinking.
It's a good
Yeah.
idea,
Very
but that
good.
could be long time.
Yeah.
If they even get that.
I'd like to get Mitch nearer to you, given the, the collaboration there, so, okay, just something to think about,
Yeah,
but
you
let
don't
us
have to worry-
know.
You don't have to worry about that.
Okay, let us know if you have anything that comes up with your building.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, so the other thing, Mitch, are you done?
Yes, thank you.
So you and I talked about this, about it was your other half of the salary was missed from, I forget which fund, supplemental or something like that. We thought it was in there and it wasn't in there.
Yep,
And I had a note to make sure that we addressed it.
yep.
You talked to Michelle, is that no longer?
I don't think, we'll need to make an amendment, but definitely not that amount. I mean,
Not
it's
the
gonna be
64?
No,
Okay.
because when we were doing that, there was what's called a rollover emergency fund, which is leftover dollars for emergency management, since it's partially funded by state and federal dollars, can't always go back into general. And when I started, the treasurer and the auditor at that time didn't know where they were. And Laura and the new auditor has since found a very large chunk of money
Okay.
that we didn't think we had. So
Cause at
that-
the time it was, when we got your budget, refresh my memory, it was like, there was only like 13,000 in the pot or something like
Yes,
that.
and it
That
was,
rollover fund was way lower than
It was
it needed
way
to be.
lower.
yes, but
Yeah.
it has since been discovered that it was under a different number, and it should have been added.
So
in
you
there.
had it,
Now,
okay.
we won't need to, as much just to build it to a good spot.
But we still need to account for the expenditure though,
Yes,
Well,
with the budget amendment.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what I wanted to make sure,
Yeah.
is that we accounted for the expenditure. I knew the money was probably there. I
Mhm.
just wanted to make sure, cause right now it's not in our, it's technically not in our budget as an expenditure. So we
Correct.
need to make sure we add it.
yes,
Okay,
yeah, and Michelle's been very good working with me on that, she's meeting with me tomorrow.
So you and Michelle got this ironed out?
So
We're
you-
working on it.
Okay.
She's
So you
dragging-
guys can
she's
get that
dragging me through it.
defined and to get it to added to the amendment meeting?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm trying to wrap up with everybody tomorrow morning and Friday. And then hopefully be on Dom's website in the afternoon.
okay.
That's where,
Okay.
yeah.
So.
So then you'll tell us
Then
when.
that has to go on to, put in the newspaper on the 9th.
Yep.
But, for the 10th, again. And then we'll do the hearing on the 16th,
On the 16th.
where we
yeah.
approve the budget amendment.
Okay.
So I won't physically be here on the 16th.
Well,
Okay.
we can do it, we know you.
But
you're gonna call in, aren't ya?
I'll call in.
All right.
But I knew we were talking about also scheduling budget meetings then.
Mm-hmm.
Can we do the budget meetings on the 15th, so I can be here for those?
That's a Monday.
I think we talked about that.
So we
Should-
talked
should you do
about,
that?
now, okay, let's talk about that, cause I had tentatively a budget work session on Monday the 15th at 9.
Mhm. That's what I
That
had too.
Tuesday the 16th is tough for me as well, but.
You wanna do the hearing then on the Monday?
Since she won't be here,
Well, I mean, I can call into a hearing for a budget amendment, but, it's just for the actual budget discussions and work sessions, I'd like to be here for that.
We have scheduled
Cause
Monday
it's
the
hard to do the
15th.
about
No.
talking back and forth because
So
there's
what
a
about,
5-second delay.
what is the Wednesday,
Yes.
Thursday, Friday look like?
well,
For
that
budgets?
Tuesday and Wednesday don't look good to me, but
Okay.
I could do Monday, Thursday, or Friday.
And I think we're sitting good on budgets, guys, as far as where we are. If you guys wanted to push it out another week, you could.
Let me ask you this, regarding the,
Cause that Thursday, I'm out of pocket. on
Okay.
let me
Thursday.
ask you this, so for the voting equipment, the first payment's gonna come out of fiscal 26, and then the second one's fiscal 27, blah, blah, blah. Is there a prepayment penalty if we pay it off early?
No, in fact, I was gonna ask for the whole 94,000, but I figured we
I wanna
could.
play it safe.
Yeah, that's why I
Okay.
Yeah.
backed it off.
But what I want to
0%,
consider,
why not?
hopefully by
That's
when
my
we're
point.
doing budgets next year, we'll have a better idea where we're sitting.
Mhm.
Cause then with the board, would like to consider is, I would like to knock the rest of those two payments out.
It's
Fiscal.
0%.
Yeah, why would you?
It's free money, why would we
Yeah,
pay it
there's
off
no-
early?
Just
No
get it off.
interest.
Just get it done.
No, not with
Well,
no.
no.
I don't know, if
No.
they're letting us stretch it out,
I
I don't
agree
know.
with Jess.
We can,
Okay.
we
No.
I mean, I don't know what the gain is, why not hold on to that cash?
That's
if
how
they're
we
not
treat
charging us
our John Deere
interest?
funds.
I just
Same
don't,
thing.
I
That's
just,
the last
I
thing
just
we
don't wanna
pay
be
off.
think, I
You don't want it hanging over us,
I
you
wanna-
just wanna get it paid for.
Just want it paid.
It's zero, I agree with
Just want it
Jesse.
paid.
Let's move on. We wanna go the 22nd then? Do you wanna go
Can
that
we-
far out?
Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah, if that's
I
what you
mean,
say.
I don't know, Heather, how about you?
No,
that's
I mean,
what
that's,
how
I
you
mean,
feel.
that's fine, I just don't like, hey, it's just another thing to miss or forget, I just want it done.
What do you mean?
Um,
Like meetings for budget presentations?
I'm sorry, I was still on the,
She said,
I was still on.
okay, let's reboot.
Let's
So,
reboot, we're talking about the meetings. Okay.
and originally I had slated Monday the 15th for a budget work session,
That's what I
Okay.
had.
but
Michelle wants
We're
to go
ready,
out.
we're ready to, I mean, we've got everybody ready to present that week, but if it makes it more, then we could just go ahead and start presenting
'Cause
on the 22nd.
So do you wanna push it out
I
till?
don't know, I wanna hear from
Okay, so I
Heather.
can
I'm okay
do,
with
I can do the 15th, the 18th, the 19th, in person. The 16th, I would have to do a call, and 17th, I really don't know my schedule yet. But I know I'm not gonna be able to be here in person.
And really, we're just gonna be presenting from the main departments and offices, because libraries are really, I mean, you guys aren't
Fairground,
wanting all that ready,
Fairboard,
'cause
yeah, the
I mean,
Fairboard.
depending upon how the ninth goes, it'll look a lot better.
So, so, to your point, I would like to be present for when the presentations are done by the department heads,
Okay,
okay?
and that's what we're trying to schedule
So
right now.
let's push it out the next week, like
The
she
problem, the
suggested.
That's
next week
Christmas.
is
That's
Christmas week,
Christmas.
Diane, so
Oh,
that's
that
why
is-
I'm wondering
That is
if,
too hard.
And I'm not gonna be here.
the 15th pushing it too much, is that
we'll
giving
do our
people
best, I
enough
mean,
time?
they're expecting it.
Well, I think if we do the 15th, 18th, and 19th for the presentations of the department heads then the other ones, Matura, the libraries, we can always push those till after Christmas.
That would be fabulous.
So
Because,
Monday
again,
the
those are
15th.
really more mechanical.
This is what we need, there's not a lot of,
Exactly, and not that they're not important, okay, but,
no, they're important, but there's not gonna be as much back and forth discussion.
Monday the 15th at 9, is that
Okay.
right?
So 9
Agreed?
to 11 or noon, or, I mean, how many are we talking about here, how much time do we need?
You give them about half an hour, and secondary roads is longer. just
Secondary
about
roads
half an
needs its
hour.
own, its own timeframe.
well, guys, would you mind if you just give me your dates and I work with them?
And you
Yeah.
If
figure
that's
out what
okay?
works best for you and
Sure.
their staff.
And
you
getting
know, there's a
someone
way
here
to do it.
record.
I think there's a way now in the new 365, you could do a poll in Outlook.
You're gonna go 15th, 18th, and 19th.
My
then.
brain is
All right.
full,
That's
so
good. We can-
anything new right
Do-
now is
Do we want to just, I mean, I need to have placeholders on my calendar, or I'm gonna
15,
fill it up.
18, 19.
And 19, 15, 18, 19, 9
Yeah.
o'clock.
9 to 11 each day, or 9 to 2 noon, or
Well,
what?
we do noon,
Schedule yourself.
and if we're
3
done
hours.
early, then we're done early.
The way we did it before for presentations is we had half days for like 3 days in a row, and then we met, and of course, this is when we started in January, we're starting a little earlier, so thank you for that. After we do that, then we had our work sessions at least once or twice a week to kind of go over what the requests were, and then if we had other questions, we called back.
I'm okay packing in the 3 different work session dates
Start.
on the week before Christmas, so that we can get a jump on it.
So we're
As long as
15
everybody's ready and good
Yep,
with
I'll
that,
let you know if there's a problem with that.
then let's take a pause
So
for
we're
Christmas week.
15th at 9, 17th at 9.
Yeah.
No.
Correct?
18th.
18th.
Monday the 15th at 9, Thursday the 18th at 9, and Friday the 19th at 9.
9 to noon each of those 3 days.
Okay.
That sounds great, and then let us know if there's conflicts or we need to move
Gotcha.
anything.
Okay, so, and just,
And when is the budget hearing? The
The amendment, we'll set that for the 16th.
16th at what?
Well, I guess we'll just do 9:30, cause that's our normal time.
and I'll just call in.
I can't be
Oh,
here
you
on the
can't.
16th.
Oh, okay, let's do it the 15th then.
All right.
Yeah,
on
that's why I
Monday.
was wondering if we can work that hearing into the 15th as well.
Oh, I
Let's do
see.
that at 9 o'clock then, okay?
So
So
we'll do
9
a
o'clock is
hearing
the
and then the
hearing.
budget work session, right? Okay,
Yeah,
thank
that's
you.
fine. And then whoever is, whoever has their stuff done early will do on the 15th. Give the other folks a little extra time. So, Michelle, I just wanna make sure that we haven't missed any other departments for the amendment. So that list I sent you is, especially with secondary roads, they're pretty particular about,
I've talked to Mike.
okay, so, all right. I just wanna make sure, I don't want anyone to come back and say, hey, last minute.
Oh, not me. Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Like I said, I have to just get on Dom and start entering.
I think the amendment though will probably be easier because it's less data entry
Easier than
than the full
the
budget.
full budget. Well, in theory. I don't know that they throw in a bunch more hoops for you to jump through, or not.
Well, I don't know,
More
we're
cells
gonna
to
lose
fill
a
out.
school district, I have to redistrict
Oh,
the
you have to
entire-
totally do that redistricting, yeah.
Oh, that's
Man,
right.
You guys,
Oh.
I'm not making this up, this is
No.
not a,
Okay,
this is not,
I didn't think you were.
this is not.
okay.
Not easy.
No,
All right,
but thank
so
you for your sympathy.
anyone, so those are the
Okay.
main departments, 1,
Okay.
2, and 5.
Oh, Michelle's gonna
And
go.
then the
I know this.
emergency management. I was mostly concerned about emergency management because the amount was so big.
So we're good, okay.
You heard his name.
So, are we ready to adjourn then?
I
Yeah,
think
she
we're-
needs to go.
I'll
So
make a
moved.
motion.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I'll
guys.
second it.
Adjourn.
All right,
Alright.
all in favor?
Hobbs,
Aye.
Aye, all opposed?
10,
Okay,
9.
motion carries. We are
Can
Can we
adjourned.
help you pack up,
For me,
Michelle?
I-